Hi, Dr. Bridget here, another prescription for success. Today we're going to talk about how to maintain your focus, and it's part of the series. So it's the second one in the series following last week's, which is about where are you focusing. Your emotional state affects your focus, doesn't it? And I suppose you could call your emotional focus actually an emotional state, because it sort of is, isn't it? You can actually do focused if you try, but it's also a behaviour. And what happens is that your reality, what you see, hear, feel, say to yourself, is filtered and becomes your reality. That then creates an emotional state, which then creates your behaviour. So if you're wanting a focused behaviour, then you need a great emotional state. So you need positivity rather than negativity. And then in the last blog, and I'll put a link here, we talked about how to get rid of your negative sort of feelings, negative experiences, limiting beliefs, limiting behaviours, so that you could actually become positive. So I was talking to someone this morning who has done a significant amount of work with me, and because he actually didn't have much sleep last night, he was in a physiological state that also created an emotional state that was a bit negative. So what he was saying was that he still felt a bit stuck, he still had some doubt, he still wasn't taking all of the action that he needed to. But because we talked it through, he realised that actually he'd taken huge amounts of action, that he really was taking the action he needed to get the really significant goals that he wanted to, and that he just needed a few systems and things around it. So as we talked, his emotional state changed to positive. We anchored that emotional state on him, and he can now go through the day feeling really positive. So what I'm really saying is that in order to maintain your focus, you need a positive emotional state. So it comes from physiology, it comes from your reality, and from getting rid of all the stuff that has happened, in the past, as we spoke about in the last blog. So if you're having trouble maintaining your emotional state to be positive, then give me a shout. It's quite easy to sort that out. We do timeline therapy and a variety of other NLP techniques. If you're a coach or someone that wants to learn those techniques, then I do 4 practitioner courses a year, and I also train right up to trainers training, so that you can train other people to do these things. So if you're interested in any of that, just book an appointment on the link below, and we can have a chat about how I can help, whether it's for you personally or for you working with other people. So that's me, Dr. Bridget. I'll see you next week. Bye.